Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor. Give me the loot is just an understatement. I'm about to take your bank and put it in my basement. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Say take money, money, take money, money, money. Take money, money, take money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. The root of all evil, I don't agree with that. It's hard to do when you riding around with 10 racks. Golden Arches, St. Louis, I'm the Big Mac. St. Petersburg, Russia, you can find it on the map. I'm so cold I can spit the snow. That's why they call me Nitro with the nicest flow. On the real, man, I hate it when they call me bro. It's getting on my nerves like these bills and these haters, yo. Chill, a grown man with a loaf of bread. I keep a stack of Benjis right under my bed. Check it, my shoebox is the stash spot. I used to keep my scratch at my dad's house. I got a deadline, so I need the cake. I need a plan, so my duck is gonna try to escape. Yeah, I'm always looking for the currency, a large amount, call it a pretty penny. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'ma talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
Yo!
I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20.
There we go. I had to turn it off because it's too much Skrilla on the Rilla for us tonight. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? Shit, I forget. Happy Tuesday afternoon, guys. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Today was the day of the Doja. So for all the Dojers out there who caught the move, congratulations to you. Shiba got a nice little move up too, not as much as Doge, but Doge with the nice little move up today on the rumor of the X.com maybe using Doge. Hopefully it does happen. That'd be pretty sweet. We'll talk about the Doja today. We got FOMC tomorrow. Bitcoin still kind of just holding out in this same kind of range, 29.3. Not really doing too much. Altcoins really not doing too much today besides those two. Pretty slow day today as the market kind of just digests tomorrow, right? I mean, I think that's what we're all kind of not waiting for, but, you know, crypto market's kind of slow at the moment, as we all freaking know. It's that time capitulation. As like we're saying, man, one by one, the altcoins keep flying up. They do it slowly. You don't even notice it. But one by one, you'll notice that the high cap altcoins are all leaving the lows. Like I said, you don't even notice it because they all do it one by one. You know what I'm saying? Who we got? Woods of Water said it's been a good day. Nice, bro. I'm happy you had a good day today, man. Today was a really good day. It was leg day today. Man, I need to get a good meal for leg day today, guys. I want Chipotle, but it's so far. I can't get Chipotle, man. And I can't get... Qdoba's not as good as Chipotle. So we can't get Qdoba either. Because it's not as good as Chipotle. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, by the way. We have to put a poll up here before we get started today. We have to put a poll up on the poll. We have to ask... What would you prefer? Okay? For your tacos, okay? Are you a soft shell type of guy? Or are you a, let's see, or are you a hard shell type of guy? Put it in the poll, man. I need to know. That is the most important question of today is what kind of guy are you? Hard shell or soft shell? Soft shell. That's the food, Jordan's food channel question of the day for you. I inspired this poll, by the way. Franco, you did. I forgot who did it, but I guess it was Franco. Franco always comes up with the polls, man. He has the best arguments in the game. 100%. Chicken marsala burrito. Whew, man. I will tell you guys right now, I'm soft shell. I am team soft shell. Hard shells are sloppy. Soft shells, you basically just make it. It's in there. You don't spill anything on yourself. Hard tacos, they're cracking halfway through. They're cracking. They're falling through the cracks and getting all over your hands and falling on your freaking legs. And I'll take the soft shells. I will. Anyways, let's talk about some stuff today, guys. We'll start out with Doge. So the Doges. Okay, nice move up today. And I think this one's interesting because if you missed the member stream this morning, okay, in the member stream this morning, we talked about how Doge, okay, now, you know, it's up 9%. It's a good move. I want to see more, though. But what we're going to do is we're going to play the pump song for the Doges. Roof, 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 roof. That's what we're going to do. But nice little pump for Doge. Definitely the biggest gainer of the day. Nothing else moved today. So let's go, man. SHIB, like I said, SHIB got a slight little move up too, but we're gonna get back to dancing. I feel like the dancing's the key. The dancing is the key to the pump song. I don't own any Doge. But here's what I'll say. Doge is, right, if you kind of look at it from a time perspective, here's what we kind of talked about for Doge this morning, is from a time perspective, you kind of look at how long Doge's bear market has gone on, right? And you look at where it is now, right? Don't worry about the price. Just worry about how long the two bear markets took. This is the bear market from back in this time period, right? Over here, if you look at the time, we've gone through a good amount of the time that Doge went through in its bear market last time. Okay, now once again, don't think it's doing this unless something crazy goes down, but we have broken from the all-time high resistance line, which is a first good step. And as far as time wise, a lot of what I think the market's kind of doing in itself, which is the altcoins kind of breaking out one by one, is basically somewhere in this period right here, right? Maybe not moonshot time, but starting an uptrend is basically what we want to see for the Doges. So good stuff. Let's go. And here's what I'll say. If Elon does do Doge on X.com, I still can't believe it's X.com. Here's what I'll say, bro.
Bruh.
That's what I'll say about Doge. But nice move up on Doge. We'll start out with Doge. Good stuff. And I want to check out SHIB a little bit later because I think SHIB actually has an interesting chart too. Interesting chart. I love when I say stuff like that by accident. SHIB is a very interesting chart too. It's about to drip out of its ass, I guess. Oh, Lord. Let's see. When's my 5X? Tired of waiting. The patience game, man. The time capitulation is going to get to everyone. By the time that time capitulation is done, there'll probably be 100 people watching this stream. Watch. There'll be 100 people watching this stream by the time the time capitulation is fully over, where people are excited again. Just watch. That's usually how it works. We talked about this yesterday, man. Like, dude, the X.com thing, it's like, dude, like, what are we doing? A little kid's gonna log on and it's gonna be like, Daddy, I'm signing up to XXX.com. Daddy, I signed up. Daddy, I'm scared. There's a big hot dog. right? It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad for the kids there when they go to x.com. They're gonna type in a couple more X's by accident. Anyways, Bitcoin. What do we got? So here's still my thought process for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin in the short term, I still think it can come a little bit lower here. Not getting as much strength as we would want here at this 29.2 level. Doesn't mean it can't come up from this level. I want to see what kind of happens tomorrow. So I don't really expect much from tomorrow, but I want to see what happens tomorrow for the market. Once again, the two scenarios I'm looking for here for Bitcoin is a move down to 28K, tap in this trend line that we've held multiple times, right? So we've held this once, we've held this twice, we held this 3 times. That's where I'll be looking for some nice juicy support on Bitcoin. If we can get in this point where there's the bull market support band, there's the previous highs, that would be the more logical place to see Bitcoin get a bounce from. We might not get there though. If we don't, that's okay. I'm cool. I got my spot bags ready from lower, and I'm not really frustrated about what's going to happen up here and fighting over what's going to happen here in the short term, right? The other thing is, if Bitcoin does want to bounce from here, right? I'm doing 2 scenarios because honestly, no one has any clue what's going to happen in the short term. If Bitcoin does get back above 29.8, okay, cool. We play the reclaim, right? And then we can do whatever we want to do when Bitcoin gets back into the range. So to me, that's the 2 scenarios. I don't see, could Bitcoin go lower than 28? Of course. I mean, it can go to any price in theory. But that's where I think it holds support if we do get there. And that's how I'm going to play it. I'm sitting on my spot. We go to 28. I'm looking to pick up some more stuff. If we don't, I'm chilling. And that's it. That's it. Not going to stress about it too much. Not going to overcomplicate this too much and do what we really need to do, which is, just do whatever we need to do, which is just chill out, So that's what we got on that. XRP is looking better too. XRP is getting a nice little bounce. It's good to see. So XRP, let's go look at XRP real quick. So XRP, where is XRP? Hold on. Let me go look at XRP real quick. XRPizzle, my nizzle, faux shizzle, no, we're not going to say that. Anyways, XRP, all right, after breaking out of this accumulation range, which we were talking about down here, we're, once again, I think the important thing to know is, and another lesson here, right, on say XRP is, this is when we were talking about XRP being bullish here. And you want to be buying stuff when it's in a range, right? And once again, this goes out in one ear, out the other, right? No one really pays attention until things break out, and then they buy it when it breaks out, and then they get dumped on, right? So this is when we were talking about XRP and me being bullish on XRP, right? Got the move up. When do most retail FOMO in? They FOMO in at the highs, right? So they FOMO'd in right at resistance right here. Now we've gotten a nice pullback on XRP, right? Decent pullback, nothing crazy. If we zoom in a little bit over here, we look at XRP, nice little double lows. The thing is, we need to see what Bitcoin's going to do, right? I know that's not sexy, and it's not what gets you pumped, and it's not what people want to hear, right? People want to just XRP to go to the moon without Bitcoin. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I've said that consistently. XRP is not going to go to the moon unless Bitcoin goes up too. We need Bitcoin to go up. So XRP is holding this low. If we want to see XRP bounce from here, we're going to want to see Bitcoin bounce from this point. If Bitcoin pulls back to 28K, we could still see XRP pull back in the short term, right? So just understand that. This is an area I'd look to add XRP right here. If it doesn't get there, that's fine. But that's where I'd look to add on XRP. Anything up here, it's already up here, right? I'm not looking to buy any XRP up here. You can do it if you don't care about short-term volatility. Go for it. But it is what it is. But Jordan, I FOMO'd at that wick. I was not bullish in the range. I only bullish when we break out. I like to do hindsight. I like to say, wow, look at the breakout. It's bullish. I just like to look at Wyckoff and be bullish before the pump. I like to wait, pump over, then be bullish. Yes, that is the best TA. Pump and then bullish. Yes. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. But yeah, so that's what we got for XRP. We'll see what happens. But again, we're going to need Bitcoin to move up, all right, for the most part, to see XRP get any significant move above 90 cents, in my opinion, right? But we'll see. We'll see. So that's what we got for XRP. Yo, Crypto Shock. Yo, is Scotty Swing in here? By the way, Scotty Swing, if you're in here, bro, Wayne told me to give you the $50 from yesterday. So Scotty Swing, if you're in here, okay, what you need to do is contact me in the Discord. If Scotty Swing is not in here, what we're going to do is I'm going to try to get into contact with Scotty Swing. If Scotty Swing does not say anything by tomorrow, we're just going to give it away to someone else. But Scotty Swing, this is your opportunity, bro. If you're in here, send me the message on the Discord, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Panic Seller said, Jordan, you weren't bullish in that range either. That's not true, man. That's not true. Yes, I was waiting for lower to buy more. But if you go back to the streams, I did say I picked up some XRP right in this pullback right here. I did. Yes, I did. I did. I can find it for you. But if you don't, you know, I don't really want to. And I don't really care that much to find it. So it is what it is. So that's XRP. Chainlink, which is a big mover that we also talked about, still getting a little bit of a pullback. Once again, entry on Chainlink was down here, so we just chilling on Chainlink after it's getting a small little pullback. The other one I think is interesting right now, and you know, once again, it's all about structure, right? And once again, I'm not going to be the guy who does hindsight TA. Okay, I honestly I can't stand the hindsight TAers, the ones that are like, oh, look, it broke out. I own it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to call it when everyone wants to call me crazy. Okay, I will put my balls on the line and call it when no one else wants to call it, right? SHIB. I think the SHIB chart looks kind of interesting. And we've talked about this a few times, okay? SHIB to me is also in the Wyckoff accumulation. Now, we've talked about many of these. Some of them are played out. Some of them are still chilling, right? But most of them have kind of played out. SHIB, I think, looks very, very interesting right here. Now, there's some stuff coming up on SHIB. There's Shibarium that should be doing something sometime soon. We'll see. But I think the SHIB chart looks kind of interesting to me. Now, we know Doge broke out. And to be honest, I'm kind of worried whenever SHIB breaks out. Because whenever SHIB breaks out, whenever SHIB breaks out, the market seems to dump. So it's kind of a catch 2022 here. Like, do I want SHIB to go up? I don't know, man. But the chart kind of looks good. Here's what I'll say. Okay. Mom, Jordan's finally bullish on SHIB. I've been waiting years. He's bullish on SHIB. Yeah, he's finally bullish on my coin. Finally. I've been so stressed out. He's bullish. He said Wyckoff. No, SHIB, man. Like, to me, this is SHIB's price action from back in 2020, right? This price action right here. All I did was make it bigger. But this is basically the daily price action from back in this zone right here, right? And you could see very similar price action. Basically, this was the Wyckoff, right? You had one dip. We had two dips. We broke those two lows, swung fail it. Now we're getting back into that range. Now, this is when most people will say you're crazy. And okay, short term, if Bitcoin gets a pullback, okay, SHIB will get a little bit of a pullback too. But this is where I'm starting to get maybe a little bit interested in SHIB. You know, call me crazy. Once again, it is what it is. We'll see where this is in a few weeks or a few months. But I think SHIB is interesting right here from a Wyckoff perspective. 1, 2, 3, back into the range. What do we normally do? And what have we seen consistently on most of these is we play it back up to the top of the range, right? Let me do this. Boom. We play it back up to the top of the range, right? So I kind of like SHIB here. I'm not going to lie. And, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, we'll see where it is in a few weeks. We're gonna keep this like this. But I think this chart looks pretty nice. To me, at least. Anyways, that's besides the point. Yo, Incog said, like the stream, please. Thank you, Incog. You're the homie, man. I appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate you, Incog. Incog's always in here spreading the love, dude. Always spreading the love. Gala looks nice on the weekly time frame. Nice, dude. Gala looks real nice on the weekly time frame. I'm sure it does. What's Gala look like? We'll take a look at Gala real quick. Who asked for that? I don't know. Someone did. Where's Gala? I think most things look okay. Most things look okay, right? Because what do we know about the crypto market, right? Like for me, if total 3 is going to look like this, then most of the altcoins are going to look similar, and they're mostly going to have similar charts, right? So total 3, I think, is coming off the spring phase in here. Still could get dips, right? But I think it's come off the spring phase. So I think most of the altcoins are going to look okay, you know? Now, Gala. What do we got on Gala? Okay, let's see. This one looks like it wants to go a little bit lower to me. The reason why I say that is it doesn't have that same, so see the June low? It's not the same kind of really nice structure in here. Let me see where this is. Hold on. Let me get the little fibbies out here. So you broke all your fibs. And you kind of like swung this again. Let me go to the daily here. Let me look at Gala here. Let's see. Yeah. Gala looks like it wants to go a little bit lower to me personally. Right? And it, you know, which is fine. But I think at this point, you know, here is where I'd be interested in Gala. Up here, it's fine. I miss it. You know, the thing is in the space, like, if you miss one altcoin, it's okay, guys. Like, there's another. I guarantee you, if you miss one pump on an altcoin, if you did a little bit of research, you could find the exact same chart on another altcoin. You know what I mean? There's so many of them now. So here's the thing. I'd be looking for Gala there, down there, which is, I mean, it seems like it's far away, but it's really not. It's really not, man. 20, 30%. It could do that if Bitcoin dumped to 28K tomorrow. It could do that in one day. You know what I mean? So that's where I'd be looking for Gala, is right down there, personally. It doesn't have the same juiciness that I like in the other ones, man. But yeah, that's Gala. Your mom said I'm open 24/7? Nice, dude. He's open 24. Oh, she's open 24/7. Mike. Yo, Mike. Your mom's open 24/7. Wow! There's actually volume in this space. Hey, your mom. Listen, I haven't got a lot of volume lately. Bitcoin's been boring. I heard you got some volume. Can you spice up my life, baby? Let me tell you this. All right? You got a lot of freaking volume. More than Ethereum, more than Bitcoin, more than the whole freaking cryptocurrency market right now. Give me some of that ass. Oh, man, bro. Man. All right. So that's that. Besides that, right? Stock markets. We had some earnings. We had some earnings after hours today. Google beat earnings. Microsoft, I believe, beat revenue, but missed on something else. That's why they dumped. Visa beat earnings. A lot of companies beating earnings again. You're seeing futures down. Futures are down. Obviously, FOMC's tomorrow. So a lot of times you'll see people taking profits before the FOMC meeting because people get a little afraid and a little, oh, what's Powell going to say, right? We'll see about tomorrow. So let's let this play out tomorrow for the stock markets. But the S&P did make another daily high today on a close. Dow Jones made another daily high today, and I believe the Russell almost did. Not quite. But stock markets, we talked about this today in the member stream this morning. When does Bitcoin usually break out of this boring range historically? Is when the S&P gets back to all-time highs, right? We looked at this morning. S&P back to all-time highs is typically when Bitcoin starts to move out of that like that long, boring consolidation phase before it goes a little bit up a little bit faster. We usually need to see the move of the S&P back to all-time highs. We're not that far away, right? I know that sounds kind of like scary, but S&P is about 4% from all-time highs right now, right? So we'll see what happens with the S&P, but FOMC's tomorrow, could see some take profit beforehand. The dollar find a little bit resistance below these lows, right? A little bit of resistance below these lows on the dollar. We'll see once again, like we're at an interesting point where the dollar's at like a hypothetical resistance point, right? Stock market's kind of just chilling here for the last week or so. And Bitcoin, right? Obviously getting a little bit of a pullback, which I don't know, man. Short-term price action looks kind of weak. It looks kind of whack. But I know tomorrow can change things. So, but this short-term price action right now looks a little bit whack. A little bit whack to me here. It kind of looks like, if I'm going to be honest, it kind of looks like, where's my freaking, it kind of looks like a little bit of a bear flag. It does, right? So here's what I'll say, right? And if this did play out, which who the frick knows, man? I mean, tomorrow could be bullish, tomorrow could be bearish. Who the frick knows? It just depends on what Powell says, right? If this does break down, that would give us a target of, right? Hypothetically, where would that give us a target to? Look where that target comes right to. Comes right to 28K. Literally right to 28K. That's exactly where that comes to, right? Which would basically be where the upward sloping trend line. Holy shit, right? So that's kind of like the bearish scenario. Bullish scenario is we get a pump and we get back above 29.8. But this price action does look a little bit weak at the current moment. Not the best bounce in the world, so we'll see what happens short term. But I will, like I said, guys, if we got down to that 28K level, I'm going to be looking very, very hard at a few things that I've been waiting to sort of get on a pullback here. So I'd be welcome to it. If we want to get a little pullback to 28K, bring it on, fellas. Give it to me. Because I got stuff I want to be buying, boys. So if you want to give me a little dump to 28, you want to dump the altcoins 20%, give it to you, boy. I'll take that. But we'll see. We might not get so lucky for a pullback there. We'll see, though. Wayne said no. Wayne, you're holding up 3 fingers. 3 fingers, bro. Let's see. Only way to go is tap and go. Little bit of tap. Little bit of tappy tap. YJT said no more dumps. Like I said, like this is a very small move anyways, right? So if we did see something like this play out, that is a very, very small move. Very, very small move. This would be a 4% drop for Bitcoin. What's a 4% drop? You know what I'm saying? What's a 4% drop? If that was to play out. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. And I've sort of said this whole year, guys, if you can't handle... Guys, I can already see, like, what's funny about this market is you can already just see, like, on every little pullback, just the emotional state of people, right? And I've always said this, guys. Even when prices are going up, you're going to have pullbacks. That's the thing. And I think that the best thing about this market right now is just seeing how people react to 10, 15, 20% pullbacks. And I'm like, bro, you ain't going to make it when a coin is pulling back 40% every single week. You know what I'm saying? you ain't gonna make it. I think a lot of people get this narrative that even when prices are going up, they just go up in a straight line. That ain't true. That ain't true. Even for the altcoins, man, you'll get a 20% pump, maybe for a few days, and then you'll get a 40% dump, and then maybe you'll pump up again. It's gonna shake you out, man. And so far this year, like I've sort of been saying, like every one of these little pullbacks, every one. So this one, people calling for lower, right? This one, people calling for lower. Now we got this one, people calling for lower, right? Every single one of these, wrong, we'll see, right? But we've talked about historically at this point for Bitcoin, right? For the big time picture, Bitcoin should not, if Bitcoin is strong, it should not go back to 25K. It should, in theory, should not go back to 25K. It should make a higher low at this point. You should not be seeing it go back and test the previous range, right? Because historically, Bitcoin's only tapped that one time and then bounced away. So, I could go back and show you guys like the times, but historically, when you have the bear market range, you break out of the range, you back test the range one time before moving out, right? You have the bear market range, you never pull back and test it, right? You test it in the COVID crash because you never tested it in the initial breakout. You test it once, you never come back. Bear market lows here, range, you break out, you back test it once, you never come back. And then in this one, which is a little bit wacky, this one's a little bit wacky, but bear market range, breakout, back test it once, never come back, right? Just looking at what the charts are telling me. I ain't making shit up. You know what I'm saying? This ain't hopium. That's just what Bitcoin's done every single time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got. It shouldn't go back to 25K. If it does, we got, like I sort of said, we got bigger problems in our hands if Bitcoin goes back to 25K. I think that would be actually very bearish if Bitcoin went to 25K again. That would just mean there's a complete lack of strength in the market at all. So what we should see, in theory, what we should see is Bitcoin hold this bull market support band, which is at like 28K, right? 27.5 to about 28.5. That's where we should see Bitcoin hold. In theory, right? So that's what we got. Still means we could go a little bit lower here, which will be fine. And yeah, that's what we got. In the meantime, we keep the patience. You will go back. I always like to say this, guys. You will go back and look at this year and wish you could go back to this year. It seems boring as shit right now. You know what I mean? This year seems so boring, right? Since about March, this market has been so freaking boring that you will go back and wish that you could go back to this freaking year and have more time, right? There's never enough time in this year, okay? This is typically the year. If you believe in Bitcoin's 4-year cycle and the halving theory or the stock market cycle, which is very similar to Bitcoin's cycle, you are going to wish you could just stay in this year for as long as possible to have more time, you know? So it's boring as shit, but the longer we stay in here, in theory, the more money you should make when we do finally leave this range, you know? So I always like to look at that as a positive. We could have left this range way back over here in March, right? But instead we got an extra 4 months in here. So the one thing I don't want to hear is I don't want to hear the excuse that I didn't have enough time to accumulate, because we've had plenty of time to sort of accumulate, you know? And we might get more. Shit. We could still go sideways in this range for a couple months, you know? But that's what we got, man. That's what we got. We give what the market can do for us. We don't get frustrated at the market. Sometimes I get frustrated at the market, man. I'm like, move, bro. But in reality, should I be getting frustrated at the market? No, I shouldn't be getting frustrated at the market, right? Just let it do what it needs to do. It's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to take its sweet freaking time. It's going to bore people out, and it's going to do what it's got to do, you know? So, Psycho Pearl said inflation's too sticky. Dude, Psycho Pearl, I don't want to raise rates again. I don't want to talk about macro stuff, man. Yeah, shout out to Psycho Pro, man. I don't want to talk about macro stuff right now, but I really wish they're gonna raise rates tomorrow. They're gonna do it. There was a bank that there was two banks that halted trading today, but it was just a buyout. It wasn't anything crazy. They just got bought out, but there was two banks after hours that got shut down from trading. But I don't think there's anything really crazy going on there. That would have been good for Bitcoin, but unfortunately, it wasn't what we thought it was, which was another banking crisis. Unfortunately, oh, I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately. That's not really good for people, but it's good for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? You can't really have morals in the market. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sticky inflation, man. I wish they weren't raising rates, bro. I wish they weren't raising rates because I think they're gonna go too far, man. I think it's gonna go from they're not doing enough to they're gonna go too far. And that's where it could get interesting as we go into these next few years, and that's when my hypothesis that the dollar is going to die within the next 5 years, just based off the dollar euro chart, would make sense. It would make sense. They're going to do it until they break something, you know. I think the key to our space is total market cap and Bitcoin dominance. True. Bath said soft landing. I hope so, Bath. I hope so, man. I want a soft landing. Trust me. That would be way better for assets. But, man, I don't know. BTC's pumping. Yeah, we got BTC right here. It's coming up in this little neat channel, right? So, once again, like these sort of flag formations, like is it a bear flag to go down? Is it not? You know, we'll see. We'll see. But it's slowly moseying its way up here. But it's in a nice little channel, which typically when you see a down thrust and then this kind of formation, right? A lot of times these break to the downside. Doesn't have to do the whole target, but a lot of times these can break to the downside. If it breaks up, great. We need to see Bitcoin get above 29.8 though. That's where we need to see Bitcoin get back above, man. SpySat said prices are still fantastic, whatever people say. Yeah, we're all in ranges, man. Listen, if we were still in that like downtrend phase, I would be like, it's still a little risky. But we got plenty of alts that are just in nice accumulation ranges, man. They're in beautiful accumulation ranges where I'm looking at the ones that are still at the lows that I like. A lot of the ones I like kind of already left the lows, unfortunately. Like Uniswap, nice accumulation range forming here. Love Uniswap. I already picked some up, but if it wants to go back down here, I mean, for all means, do it, man. I just don't know if I'm going to get that chance again. Uniswap, let's see, man. So we already did Chainlink, right? So you get beautiful formations, which just makes it super easy to be a little bit confident to buy the lows, right? What's some other ones, man? I think like Arbitrum has a nice range. Where's Arbitrum? Has a nice range, right? Which you can kind of play this range. If it comes back to the lows again, by all means, let's do it, man. Let's do it. But yeah, I mean, there's better ones. There's better ones. But like, you know, we've looked at altcoin charts so many freaking times. They all got nice ranges, and as close as you can buy to the lows, that's what I'm doing. You know. Let's see. Picked up some Ocean today. Nice, dude. Rose looks good. Yeah, I missed the heart. I actually have Rose on my watch list, man. That's funny, bro. I actually have Rose on my watch list. Rose is one that I actually have here. Hold on, I have it on my potential buys watch list. Let's look at Rose. Yeah, this chart is fantastic, man. Like I was doing this today. Rose, oh dude, I love this chart, man. Like this is the chart that gets me pumped, man. A one that's just still at these like macro lows in here, right? You deviated the low, you came back up, you back tested again. Now you're chilling right at the low again. I have this one on my potential buy list too. I'm being a little greedy on it though. I tend to be a little greedy on these altcoin buys, right? But for this one, I got this nice, like, so at the range low, now we're forming this nice little ascending formation in here. I'm kind of waiting for like a back test of this bottom triangle again. But yeah, dude, I'm looking to pick this one up too, man. You already know what it is. I'm waiting for a back test of that bottom triangle though. And then if I can get that back test on that bottom triangle, let's get this shit, bro. Let's get it. Let's get this, Mr. Hart. But yeah, I love this chart, man. This chart looks fantastico. Oh, it's like a range dream in this bitch. I bought Rose a year ago at the same price. Every rose has its thorn. Brian says, every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. We gotta play a little music for Brian in here. Shout out to Brian Miller, man. My favorite bear. Actually, no, I say that about multiple people. Psycho Pearl's my favorite bear. Brian Miller's my favorite bear. Drunk Bear's my favorite bear. So many good bears in the chat, man. You know what we need for you guys? Here we go. We need some sunny days for you guys. That's what we need. Some sunny days. Yeah, Rose at the range low, though. Let's get some sunny days going. But yeah, I like Rose. What else did we talk about? What else is good here? There's a lot of other ones I like, but they're ones that already kind of pumped. Like, I don't want. I want to. If I'm going to show you an alt, I want to show you one that's still at a good level. There's other ones that I like that are interesting. PYR. Let's see. This one's a good range too. If you like gaming, right? I want a gaming play. Go! I'm a gamer, right? I don't really play games too much anymore, but I used to be a big gamer. So I want some gaming exposure, just because I like gaming, right? PYR, I like this chart too. Just a nice range. Beautiful range. Like this is the type of chart that I like. Right? Dump, sideways, close as I can get to the bottom of this range. That's where I want to pick up this shit. I bought some way back in the day back here. But now I'm looking to get back in as close as I can get back to the bottom of this range, man. I love getting the bottom of this range. Shane said, will BCH make it back to 233.40? I don't really care. I got my bull market back. I already took profits on Bitcoin Cash. So I basically took out my initial investment and it's a free bag now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, music's too loud? Oh, my bad, man. I was just trying to play some sunny days in the background, man, because it's a beautiful sunny day. Yesterday we watched 90 Day Fiancé, guys. We watched 90 Day Fiancé. Great episode, by the way. I know you're gonna hate on it, but if you've never watched 90 Day Fiancé, great show. I'm telling you right now, you would love that show. Today we're going to the park, and we're gonna put our feet in the soil. I love saying that, man. Oh, I think that's so funny. We're gonna put our feet in the soil, like plants, and soak up all those positive minerals into our feet, and we're gonna have a great time over there. Right, Mosh?
Yep.
There we go. See? It's not just me. Let's see. Everyone's just shilling their bags. No, don't shill your bags, guys. Like, I could shill you coins that I own that are already up, but like, I want to show you guys ones that haven't pumped yet, because like I said, the thing I hate in this space the most is hindsight TA. I cannot stand that shit. Like, I hate that so much when you don't hear anything from anyone, right? And then as soon as something pumps, all of a sudden everyone owns it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I want to show you things that haven't pumped yet, that look like shit, right? And at least put my balls on the line to tell you I like this, right? So like PYR, this chart's been going down, but I like this as it goes back to the bottom of the range, right? That's the best thing. So I like PYR there. OP is just a weird chart, man. Hold on, let's bring up OP. Let's bring up OP, man. She has a gun to his head. She has a gun to his head behind the camera and tells him to say he loves 90 Day Fiancé. Dude, 90 Day Fiancé is so good, man. I don't care what you say, okay? It is a great show. I will take my manhood, okay? I did leg day today, okay? I deserve to watch 90 Day Fiancé, all right? Shit. And I need to put my I need to put my feet in the damn soil, all right? I need those vitamins and minerals just as much as the plants do. Look at me. Look at me without a hat. Look at how disheveled I look from this bear market, man. Do you see me right here? I look disheveled as shit. I need those minerals, guys. All right? That's all I'll say. I'll put this on. Oh, man. Let's see. I heard Barbie is playing at a theater near you. He is. No, OP. I like OP, man. OP is one of my actually favorite projects going into this bull market. It's weird, though, because it doesn't have, like, the same range. It's kind of like, I don't know what to think of it. I don't know if it needs to come back to the lows or if it's just going to, like, continue these higher lows. I don't freaking know. It's freaking weird. You know what I mean? So for this one, it's, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this one. You know? I guess I would, if I'm looking at this as a range, I would get rid of this price action and just say, like, maybe this is the bottom of the range here, and just kind of play it like that. So like, I got some OP. I want to add if it comes, if it kind of just stays in here. But OP is one of those that I'm okay if it goes lower. So like this is one I'll just like kind of DCA into over the next 6 months. Whenever we get like massive fear pullbacks, I'll buy some OP. Because this one I truly believe in, and I'm okay with like sitting down a little bit on this one because I think this one will bounce back. So it's weird. It's not one that it's an easy one to be like, okay, it's at the bottom of the range here, I'm gonna get super pumped. But OP I like. Let's see, AVAX. I think AVAX. I don't know. A lot of these L1s, man. How do we feel about L1s for right now, guys? Like going into this next run, right? So think 6 months to a year out from now. What do we think about L1s, man? The L1s have been some of the biggest underperformers, at least recently. So like we're talking your AVAXs, your Solanas, your Cardanos, your I don't know I can't think, your Nears, like those. What do we think about the L1s, man? Hops is upset. Yeah, Hoff seems pretty upset today, man. I don't know why Hoff seems upset. He should be happy. He got his Doge pump, man. Right? I don't know. Hoff seems a little on edge today. Hoffs, you okay, bro? Let me know if you need something, man. I got you, bro. If you need something, let me know. I got you, bro. You're the homie, man. I just want to make sure you're okay. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. You're looking pretty moist. I don't know what that means, but I think it's because it's humid and I got some like humidity on my skin. But L1s are kind of just like, I can't get pumped over L1s right now. I can't. Yeah, and you know the big reason why I can't really get pumped over L1s right now? It's because I'm a big L2 guy. I like the L2s on Ethereum. Because you know I'm a big Ethereum guy, so I like the L2s on Ethereum. You know what I mean? I don't know. At some point, these will bounce back, right? AVAX is one that I like as far as the structure goes. And I do like, I think Solana's a good project. I've always said Solana's a good project. I I think Solana is misunderstood. I think Solana is very misunderstood. It's Solana kind of reminds me of like ADA. You know what Solana reminds me of? Solana reminds me, I don't know if a lot of you guys were in the market back in 2020, 2019. Solana reminds me a lot of ADA back in 2020. It's very polarizing crypto back then. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Solana right now, where it's like its second cycle. Like ADA's been through 3 cycles now. Sol's on its second cycle. A lot of haters on Solana. I get it. They've gone down a few times. I like Solana, man. I like Solana, man. It gives me like early Ethereum sort of vibes to it. I don't know what it is, but it kind of does. So for Sol, for Selena, I think we're going to see $20 again right here. Right there. And that's what it just looks like, right? We swung, failed the range. I think we see $20. Solana, I pick up some Solana right there. But, yeah, I don't know. Something about Solana, man. You've already broken the all-time high downtrend. I think you're just waiting for, like, a retest of that. And, yeah, man. Solana's misunderstood, I think. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. Shibarium? Oh, we already talked about SHIB, man. I like SHIB's chart, dude. I like SHIB's chart, man. And I will say I like SHIB's chart before the pump. All right? I said it today, okay? I think SHIB's chart looks fantastic. Fantastic. Like, this is like the definition of a deviation low. Like, this is beautiful. You know how many people capitulated on this wick down for SHIB right here? So many people capitulated right there, man. Like, that's a massive move down. Like, you literally had 43% of SHIB get dumped in 1 week. A lot of SHIB just switched hands right here, right? For people that probably believe in SHIB right here, right? So, I don't know. I think SHIB's chart looks really, really nice. And like I said, I will call it out before it happens rather than when it breaks out when you see everyone else go, look at SHIB, it's so bullish. You know? I think this looks fantastic, though. And I don't know, like, I know Shibarium is a thing, right? I don't know when that's going to happen. You never really know, but what I know about the charts is the news usually tends to come out exactly when it should. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sol is still in beta. Nice, dude. Nice. Doge chain. Oh man, some wrecked all L1s are building cool toys. Yeah, they got some cool toys, man. They got some really, really cool toys. Fantastico toys. They really, really do. Bitcoin's holding up. Like I said, I'm just gonna be interested to see what it does tomorrow, man. It's probably not gonna do anything. Like if it's like all the other FOMC meetings, it's probably not gonna do anything, man. It's probably not gonna do shit. Shit. Let's see. Woods and Water, you okay, bro? You seem kind of upset. You know what I sort of realized lately? You know, and I've sort of realized this lately. When I sort of see like negative stuff in the chat or on Twitter and stuff, you know, well, I said this the other day. What I realized is usually when I see that stuff, it's someone who's in a bad place. Woods and Waters, if you need something, bro, you watch me every single day, man. You're the homie. If you need something, let me know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see people be negative in the chat. There's no reason to be negative. Bitcoin's up 100% this year. Why are we being negative in the chat? That's the one thing I don't understand about the space right now, is you got Bitcoin 100% off the lows. You got Ethereum 100% off the lows, right? You got altcoins that are just going sideways. Like, I don't get the negativity. I don't get it. If you need something, bro, let me know. I got you. I got you, man. I got you, bro. Let's see. AMP is going up. Very little BTC pump. Yeah, dude. It's going up every little BTC pump, man. What is AMP? I haven't looked at AMP since 2021, dude. All I remember from AMP, you guys remember AMP, right? Remember back in 2021? Aussie, I got you, man. Love you. Thank you, man. All I remember from AMP, bro, is let's go. Where's my guy? Where's our big? He's not big anymore. He lost a lot of weight. I gotta give him some props. Here he is, guys. The second biggest channel in the interwebs, guys. I heard a rumor right now from my sources that AMP will be used on Amazon. Okay, AMP will be used by Amazon. All right, and it is going to the absolute moon. I heard this from my sources, guys. AMP will be used on Amazon. They'll be using it for all their transactions. It is going to the moon. You guys remember that narrative back in 2021? That AMP was going to be used by Amazon? That was great. Get ready for more of those narratives. What I learned is most of those narratives tend to be kind of BS. Remember Litecoin being used by Walmart? There was so many stupid narratives that were coming out, man. It just made up shit. Litecoin and Walmart. What was another one? There was so many of them, dude. I can't remember. That was so long ago now, man. Litecoin and Walmart, AMP and Amazon. Who the frick knows, man? Who the frick knows? One person spent 2K on AMP and it pumped. All right. Anyways, AMP. That's it. This is what we're. I was expecting to see a little bit more than this. This is an ugly ass chart. This chart sucks. Oh my god. It just has no structure. I can't get pumped over this one, man. As much as I want to be like, let's go. Like, if you bought the exact lows, like, let's go, man.
Strap
you killed
up.
it.
We're going to the moon.
This chart blows, though. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get excited over that, man. Like, maybe if you had some range in here, right? It's just I don't know where you go here, you know. So like if this is the range, if this is actually ends up marking the low, and you build some range in here, all right, let's go. We'll start cooking this. We build a nice little range in here. Woohoo! We come down, maybe do a little Wyckoff like this. Woohoo! And then we come back up. But man, I can't get pumped. I can't get a little pumped over this right now, man. This chart is brutal. Now you know why there's the Amazon rumor. They needed the liquidity. No, I hope it pumps though. Like for all the people holding this, I do hope it bounces back. It's just for my personal style, I can't get pumped over this chart right here. It's I don't know, man. That's all I'll say about AMP. You know, just sold all my XRP for AMP. Oh man, what's gonna be the new narrative, man? I feel like it's gonna be like Pepe is getting bought by Apple or some shit like that. Like someone will find a frog emoji in like the MacBook code, and people will be like, "See." People will be like, "Hold on." People will be like this. I love these guys, man. Pepe will be used by Apple. I found a frog in the Apple code. Apple's buying Pepe, guys. Apple's buying Pepe. That's what's gonna happen next, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, 3 minutes into the daily close, by the way. This daily is kind of shit, man. It's not shit. I just don't know what to think of it right now. It doesn't help you out too much. You literally just have like an indecision candle there, which basically just describes like the market right now. Just a lot of indecision, right? I mean, what do you do here? Are we going down to 28 to like this massive support level here? Or are we going to reclaim back into the range? Who the frick knows? I'm hoping tomorrow gives us a little bit of insight on that. Once again, a lot of these FOMC meetings have been completely meaningless, but I'm hoping it gives us a little bit of insight. At least like gets us back into that range, or at least like gives us a little bit of move down to 28K, so we can like get back down to a major support level and see what we do there. But the buyers haven't really stepped in yet. I will say that they haven't really stepped in yet. But interesting spot right there, man. Brian said, "I'll take a chance on AMP." Who's gonna sell after holding through all that? That's a positive way to look at it. That is a very positive way, Brian. I love the positivity, man. Love the positivity, bro. He's gonna take a chance on AMP. Watch AMP like actually get accepted by Amazon tomorrow because we're trolling it. That would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. JJ's back. Yo, shout out to JJ. Shout out to JJ. Shout out to Jay. Let's look at Cardano. I haven't looked at Cardano in a little bit. Cardano was my baby back in 2020. It's no longer my baby. You know, maybe one day it will be. But right now it is not. What do we got for Cardano? It's a nice, I don't know. It's a little wacky range too, but a range nonetheless. Got Cardano in here, right? I mean, you're just in that second phase. You're in the big downside move. Now you're in the sideways range mode, right? For Cardano, I don't know. Once again, not my favorite structure, but for Cardano, it's, I don't know. This one also seems like, let me zoom in a little bit here. I don't know. Kind of like, you got that. I think you take out that low right there. I think you're going to take out this trend line. I think you're going to take out that trend line, get all the stops, and then maybe try to come back up. But, I mean, the overall, like, this was a big capitulation right here for ADA, right? And a lot of that times those massive capitulations mark lows, right? So, like, this massive capitulation down, huge volume. I think that was, like, the biggest volume that we've seen since that May low, where the Luna crash. Like, that was massive volume sell right there in ADA. Massive capitulation right there. So for this one, it's, you know, I think it makes sense to kind of like do a little whoop-de-woo. Maybe we do a little whoop-de-woo slightly lower, right? And we try to make a higher low and come back up. Let me bring up a fib. You always got to bring up the fibs. Yeah, right down to that 702. We do a little something like that. I like that. This will probably be a Bitcoin got to pull back to 28K. But time will tell. Time will tell. Overall, you're in your accumulation range. Anyway, let's see. See what you guys are saying in the chat here, man. Don't look at 8 anymore. I don't like it. JJ doesn't like it. Oh, Lord, man. What we need is when JJ finally, I don't know. When do we mark the official? I mean, take your pick if you think the low is in for ADA. I think it is. I don't think you go below 21 cents again. But here's what I'll say: when does the move up start for ADA? I think it's when JJ just says F it. You know what? I'm becoming a... No, he's not gonna say I'm Bitcoin maxi. Maybe if he's like, you know what? I'm never buying another ounce of ADA again. Only Bitcoin. And then that's when it goes up. Something like that. We need capitulation on JJ of never buying ADA again. Oh, man. Oh, we got the daily close, by the way. Daily close, fellas. Let's see what we got here.
The daily close.
Got the daily close, fellas. That's what I like to see. We play a little fart song for the daily close for it. Pretty much needed being a nothing burger today, but we got the damn daily close.
The daily close.
Absolute nothing burger on the daily close today. Absolutely nothing burger on the daily. Complete indecision. Doesn't help you at all. You know what I mean? Take your pick. You know, take your damn pick for tomorrow, man. I mean, the market really left us in an interesting spot to decide on where we're going to go next. Are we going to reclaim back into the range? Are we going to go to 28K? I don't freaking know. I don't have a crystal ball. No one has a crystal ball. What I'll say is this, though. I got my plan. Just have a plan, man. Have a plan. Stick to it. And we'll see where the market ends up, man. Because this is just the complete unhelpingness of a day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just complete unhelpingness of the day. Brian said nothing has changed. Literally nothing has changed. Literally. We're in the same exact spot as yesterday. But I will say the short-term time frames, we're kind of forming this potential bear flag here. Right? Where we get the move down, we come up in a channel, right? Typically these break down. So wouldn't be surprised if we still at least, right? Even if you don't think we're going to 28K, I wouldn't be surprised if we at least come and take out this low, form some type of bullish divergence, and then try to come back up. I still think one more spike to the low makes sense because what do we know about the chart in theory, right? We always know we do a W pattern at support. We always do in some type of form. So us coming up like this, still think it makes sense to spike down here one more time, right? And then come back up or come down to 28K is where I'm looking here. And it's like immediate short-term shit. Immediate short. It's very, very short-term for all the short-term homies in the chat. And for the big time frames, we're looking to hold that bull market support band, man. Anything above the bull market support band is A-okay. And that's where we bounced on this dip, and that's where I'm expecting if Bitcoin's going to go a little lower to get a bounce on this little dip. Stock futures down going into tomorrow, so we'll see. The dollar right at resistance going into tomorrow. And so we'll see on this. But we got a lot of stuff going on, man. Got some bearish div on the dollar, too. Bearish divergence in the DXY here. A little bit of bearish div. We got some higher highs coming in. And then we got some lower highs coming in on resistance on the 4-hour. So we got some interesting stuff coming in here on the charts going into tomorrow. It's going to be, I don't expect a big move, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how it kind of plays out, right? I would go into it expecting a nothing burger. It's going to be 25 basis points. Powell's going to just do his normal rant, you know, so that's what we got, man. If you don't have XRP, you will be sad. Well, I think there's plenty of altcoins. I don't really like that. I don't like that narrative, really, right? Listen, I like XRP. But I don't think we're in the market where it's like if you don't have this, you're going to be sad. Listen, I've been in this market long enough to know that when things really get bullish, it's not really going to matter if you miss out on one altcoin. It's not. Most of the time, plenty of them do very, very well. And there's probably going to be 1,000 altcoins that outpace XRP. Right? This is coming from someone who owns XRP and would love for XRP to go to some of these crazy price targets that people have, right? But there will probably be 1,000 altcoins that outpace XRP. There always is. And that's simply just because of market cap, right? The XRP price can only get so high because the market cap is already so freaking high, right? You know? Proudly holding no XRP. Nice, Max. I cannot say the same, but no, I like XRP. I think it's understood as well. I think XRP is an understood coin as well. But I wouldn't say like I would be too upset if I'm not holding XRP. You know? Jim said they all go up and they all go back down. Exactly, Jim. Exactly, man. There's always another one. That's the thing about the market, man. Crypto Monster said, you ready for some liquidations? I am, man. I am. I'm personally kind of just, I'm really sitting out the market. Like, as far as trading goes, I really haven't been doing too much lately. I've been sort of just chilling out. The market's just been a freaking choppy as shit. Altcoins really haven't been moving consistently. I mostly hasn't been really trading, man. At this point, I'm kind of just sitting on my hands and spot and just continuing to stack spot on big dips, on big massive dips and big massive farts that we get. We haven't really got a lot of big massive farts though. Like even this like little dump for Bitcoin here, like alts didn't really go down that much. You know, I was hoping like if Bitcoin broke this range, the altcoins would get absolutely smashed. They really didn't though. A lot of them went down like what, 4 or 5%. A lot of them didn't get smashed. Ethereum didn't even go down. Like Ethereum was down like 1% that day. Speaking of ETH, right? I know like we haven't really been talking about ETH because ETH has just been holding like a freaking rock. ETH is a freaking beast, man. Right? And I know there's a lot of haters on ETH because the gas fees. Guys, here's what I'll say about Ethereum. Okay? There's a reason why it just stays there. I just don't think a lot of people want to be selling ETH. It's been holding up better than Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? And it's been doing this the whole bear market. It holds up better than Bitcoin. And that's not me being a homer. That's just me looking at the chart for what it is. It holds up better than BTC. So like if we want to talk about, oh, I hate ETH, I hate ETH because of that, to me, it's all about the chart, right? It's all about the chart. It's all about the statistics of most people just use Ethereum despite the gas fees, you know? So for me, the way I look at ETH, kind of like we've been looking at most things, is just this, look at the higher lows. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Same resistance on the top side. To me, this is just beautiful accumulation range in here, man. Right? Higher low, same resistance. Higher low, same resistance. Higher low, same resistance. So if we're gonna get this pullback for Bitcoin, which I mean, who the frick knows? But if we do, I'm looking for a bounce somewhere in this zone in here, right? Probably at the bull market support band, which it's actually at right now, to be honest. So you actually went slightly below it here, slightly below it here. If we did see a dip, you probably go slightly below it again, you know? So, but it's you got this nice structure in here, man. It's quite beautiful. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. But look what it's doing, man. It's just making higher lows. Just making higher lows before it eventually gets that breakout. So I think the Ethereum chart looks, we don't really talk about that much because it hasn't really been moving, but it has one of the best charts in crypto, if not the best chart in crypto, in my opinion. Just looks fantastic. So you guys know I'm super bullish on ETH. I'm wearing a freaking ETH hat. And I'm bullish on all the ETH tokens and anything to do with ETH. Uniswap, OP, Arbitrum. List it. You know? So, you know, I think Ethereum chart looks really, really good. We just haven't really been talking about it too much. You know? Because it's just been up here since April. Just chilling. You know? Anyways. Or it dumps to zero. Yep. Let's see. Clapping. Jim said, number 2 coin is pathetic. Yeah, I don't really get like why people like there's so many haters. I think the L1s are just people get stuck in these little communities for the L1s. They're like, oh, my L1 is better. My L1 is better. I think all of them should just be friends, man. We're gonna need all of them, right? So I love Ethereum is my number 1 by far, but I like Solana. I like Avalanche. I think Cosmos is a good L1. I ain't gonna hate on them. You know what I mean? I think people get stuck in these like little echo chambers, you know, and you can only like one L1. You know what I mean? Like you can only like Solana, nothing else, or you can only like ADA and nothing else. Oh man, Billy said, if you take profits during the bull run, would you put it into USDC? Maybe my Trezor instead of offline. I always wonder what your strategy was. I think it depends on what the market looks like, right? So my plan is, for this next run, is to be taking a lot of profits. And like, depending, you just don't know what the market's going to look like at that point. Obviously, at first, they'd go into cash, right? They just go into cash. And then depending what the market looks like at that point, which who the frick knows? You know what I mean? If the stock market's still looking good, I'll throw some in stocks. If real estate gets a pullback, I'm throwing some in real estate. If the world looks like it's ending, I'm just keeping all in cash. It really depends what the market looks like after we finally get this move, whenever we get the move. Who knows? The world, AI could be taking over the world in 3 years. You know what I mean? In that case, cash is worthless anyways. You know? But yeah, I think that's what I'll say about that. It just depends. As always, it depends. But like, I'll say this. If real estate eventually gets a big pullback and it kind of lines up with crypto topping at some point, definitely real estate. Definitely real estate, man. ETH Futters Max Coping. That's what I'm saying, Bath. Bath knows, man. This is why I love Bath. Bath is just such a smart guy, man. He just gets it. He just gets it, man. He just gets it, man. Lord. I don't know if they're coping. I just think they were kind of sold on everything being an ETH killer, right? Solana was going to be the ETH killer. Cardano was going to be the ETH killer. Avalanche was going to be the ETH killer. And then, you know, there's always another ETH killer. And unfortunately, none of them were the ETH killer. Nothing will ever kill ETH. I think that kind of has to go away. That people selling things on ETH killers. There is no ETH killer. ETH is ETH. It can be something else, but nothing ain't ever going to kill Ethereum. It's just not. Because there's plenty of projects with good fundamentals. We don't need new ones. There's plenty of good ones. I mean, I think some of the ones that even done really shitty would be better. But the proof is in the price chart. The price chart tells all you need to know. And Ethereum has the best price chart. If it wasn't the best, it wouldn't have the best price chart. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's just a simple way of looking at it. You know, ETH will be the ETH killer. Maybe. If there's ever going to be an ETH killer, it will be Ethereum. Ethereum will kill itself. That is true. That is absolutely true. That ETH would kill its freaking self first. Tony said ETH haters will buy if it dips under $1,000 again. Fact. Oh, they say they will now, but if it did, probably wouldn't. Probably would be scared at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always like to say it's easy to say you're going to buy a dip when you're at the top, and then when you actually get into that dip, you probably won't do it because you're going to be scared when it actually does happen. You know. But what I'll say about this is, right? I mean, if ETH did get a second leg down, that would be absolutely, like, dude, I would be licking my chops. If for whatever reason, if some shit hit the bed and Ethereum dumped back down here, I would be licking my freaking chopsticks at that. But unfortunately, I think ETH is stuck up here, and a lot of people would also be licking their chopsticks, and that's the reason why. Even Bitcoin's off its highs, but Ethereum's just been chilling there. Hasn't gone anywhere. I think a lot of people want to pick up some ETH here. But dude, I mean, if it did happen for whatever reason, if something huge shit the bed, I would be loading down here again. I would love that shit, man. I just don't think we're gonna get it. I personally just don't think it's gonna happen. You know? I just don't think it's going to happen, man. Visible Dreams said 28K Colt. Coming, bro. Watch. I think you missed the beginning of the stream, man. That's kind of the level I've been calling for here is 28K. I don't not believe you, man. I think there's a very good probability Bitcoin can go to 28K here. Very good probability. He's like, bro, Bitcoin's going to 28K. Watch. Yeah. Mike said, I've been wanting to buy more ETH at this price. I just can't justify the price. Yeah, I get it. It's even for me, I love ETH, but it's hard for me to buy ETH up here. You know what I mean? That's why I've been doing some other stuff. It's my big thing is I try to keep my average down, right? And buying up here, it's kind of like, eh. But like, the thing is, I'm happy with my ETH bag. I don't want to be too overexposed into ETH. And I think that there's a thing of being overexposed in the Ethereum. So I'm happy that with the ETH I got right now. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. If you wanted to add ETH, like waiting for a pullback, it just doesn't do it. Maybe it does. I mean, maybe it does at some point. Who the frick knows? But it just doesn't freaking do it, man. It doesn't freaking do it. I mean, if we came to this trend line, maybe. But maybe 1,500 ETH then. Maybe, Tony. I like 15. I'd buy some ETH at 1,500. For sure. For sure. That's so true. He said, I've been in crypto for years now, and the best part is when you have a lot of friends joining the space, and as soon as they use Ethereum, they regret being in crypto because it has so many issues. That's so true, man. But like I always like to say, like, people like to complain about Ethereum, but they still use it. It's like complaining about what's a good example? What's a good example, guys? Someone help me with this. People like to complain about ETH, but it's still the most used chain. You know what I mean? It's like the proofs and the statistics. What's a good example here? I'm trying to think. Of a good example here. It's like basically complaining about okay. It's like having two grocery stores, okay? You got one grocery store that's about 5 minutes from your house, and you got another one that's 10 minutes from your house. You go to that closer grocery store to buy you pay $5 for one avocado there. Why? Because it's 5 minutes closer. It's more convenient. 5 minutes closer, you'll pay $5 for that avocado. But that's your fault. People could just go to the grocery store that's 10 minutes away and buy an avocado for $2. But they don't. They go to the close one. You know what I'm saying? So it's their I'm kind of talking about myself here, yeah. Yeah, you will. You're crazy. You'll walk 20 minutes for a $1 avocado. But yeah, I'm kind of talking about myself here, by the way, when it comes to the grocery store. I'll go to the grocery store. It's 5 minutes closer and just get the expensive avocado. Oh man. Let's see. You complain about insurance of a car, but you still have to pay for it. True. That is true. That is true, man. That was the first argument. I'm not making an argument. You can just look at the stats, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not making an argument. I don't even have to argue. I could just pull up the stats and show you transactions on each L1. Like, it is what it is. Whole Foods. Thank you, man. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a fantastic rest of your night, guys. Tomorrow, guys, I will not be doing a morning stream tomorrow because I think it's pretty much going to be pointless to do a morning stream tomorrow, as we have FOMC at 2 p.m. tomorrow. So I'll be doing only a night stream tomorrow, after the FOMC meeting. And let's see where we're at, right? I would go into it thinking it's going to be a nothing burger. They've been nothing burgers recently. Hopefully we get some type of price action. It'll be nice. And we'll see ultimately where we end up tomorrow as we just continue through this. Really, it's been what, 132 days in this range between 25K and 30K. Waiting for it to break. All right. So I'm out of here, guys. Have a fantastic night. Once again, stay positive. I sense a lot of, negativity and hurtness and stuff and certain individuals. Once again, if you're hurting, contact me in the Discord. If you need someone to talk to, let me freaking know. I'd be down to talk to you in the Discord if once again, you need someone to talk to or you need anything, just let me know, man. All right. Positivity is the way to go, right? Once again, just think about it logically. There isn't anything to be upset about, right? We've been in accumulation range for a year. It's more so about just being patient, right? So I'm out of here, guys. Have a fantastic night. I'm gonna go put my feet in some soil, and yeah, I'm gonna go get some minerals and some vitamin D, even though there's no sun. But I'll try my best to get vitamin D in the park. All right. Catch you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Later. Enjoy FOMC. I ain't gonna be watching it. I just can't do it anymore. Peace, guys. Later. Actually, we need a good song. Let's get a good song going for tonight, man. Let's get your guys' favorite song here.
Boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? Found her with another man. I was thrown into confusion. All the world I thought was true, it's nothing but illusion. So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, wondering how much lower can I go?
All right, later, guys.
Even
Peace.
though I know it's wrong, I wish my pain upon the world.